Few thought Hugh Jackman was a bit too tame as Wolverine. This film makes up for it completely. Hello people, today I'm going to be doing a film review for Prisoners. This film stars Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, Viola Davis, Maria Bello and Terrence Howard. This film's about two families whose daughters get kidnapped. Each parent of both families deal with the situation in different ways. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a cop whose job it is to investigate the kidnapping. However, a lot of the film revolves around Hugh Jackman, father of one of the daughters, who takes the law into his own hands. This film is made really well. It looks really nice, it's filmed really well, and it's got a great set of characters that you can follow and understand each one of their stories. It's a very character-driven film. Even though there's quite a few twists and turns, there's quite a simple story, so you can focus on each and every one of the characters' individual stories. The cast of this film is, well, perfect. Viola Davis and Maria Bello play the mothers of the daughters. They do this really well. Maria Bello, for most of the film, after the daughters get kidnapped, goes into a bit of a crying coma, unable to get up, constantly crying, laid in bed, but she plays it really convincingly. Her performance shows how I think a lot of mothers would deal with the situation. Terrence Howard's really good in this film. He plays quite a complex character who's actually quite fragile. He doesn't know what he can do in this situation, but he knows that he wants to help. But he's just unsure what he can do to help. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a really convincing cop. With previous roles as policeman before, you can see that his training's really paid off and he can play a cop convincingly. And finally, Hugh Jackman. This is the best I've ever seen him. Like I said before, if you were disappointed with how tame Wolverine was, you won't be disappointed with this. He completely makes up for it. This is the best I've ever seen him. Like Terrence Howard, he plays a complex character and doesn't really know what to do in the situation. However, he ends up taking the law into his own hands. As he believes the police aren't doing a good enough job, he needs to find out where his daughter is. This film also stars Paul Dano. He's one of the suspects that ends up getting questioned by Hugh Jackman. What I really like about his character is that you're unsure if he's actually involved in the kidnapping or not. He plays a guy who's got quite a few problems, but he plays it really well and convincingly. Even though quite a long film, it's never boring. There's suspense all the way through, and the acting is so good. Even in the talking scenes, it's not boring at all. You enjoy each and every conversation between these actors. Every word is so key. It's so good to watch. Another thing I love about this film is it's not the generic good guy, bad guy. Everyone's a bit mixed. It's not that clear cut. I'd say this film, even though really good, it isn't for everyone. There's a lot of emotion involved. When I went to see it at the cinema, there was a woman at the end who came out crying because she just wished she hadn't seen it. There's so much emotion in this film. And obviously being about two girls that get kidnapped at a young age, it's quite a distressful story. The only bad side I can think for this film is that I managed to guess the outcome about a third of the way through. I suppose that's one of the big challenges making a film about an investigation. Like I said, this film's not for everyone, but I loved it. I would completely recommend it if you're into them sort of films. I'm going to rate this film 4.5 stars. Wallaby, didgeridoo, Hugh Jackman. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you when I see you.